In a small village near the Rocky Mountains in Canada, winter comes early, covering the whole place with white snow. This village is called Willow Creek, peaceful and quiet, sparsely populated but warm-hearted. On a cold morning, a yellow school bus was rolling on the icy road. The bus driver, Mr. Lucas, always had a gentle smile and loved the children in the village. The road leading out of the village was winding, with old wooden fences on both sides, and in the distance were rolling snowy hills. The sky that day was gray with drifting clouds signaling an upcoming snowstorm. In the bus, the children were chattering and laughing, their faces red from the early morning cold. Mr. Lucas drove attentively, occasionally chatting with the children to make the time pass more happily. For the people of Willow Creek, every winter day, seeing the yellow bus and Lucas's smile was a small part of happiness. But that morning a strange thing happened, making the usual trip unforgettable. In the middle of the deserted road, a giant white figure suddenly appeared right in front of the bus. It was Nanak, the famous friendly polar bear of Willow Creek Village. At first, Mr. Lucas and the students were all panicked, not understanding what was happening when they saw Nanak blocking the way. Some of the students screamed and Mr. Lucas quickly stepped on the brakes to avoid hitting Nanak. From the car window, everyone could see Nanak's massive body in snow-white fur. Silence filled the car, all eyes were fixed on the bear. Despite his size, Nanak did not show any ferocity, just quietly standing and looking at the bus with a worried look. Nanak's thick, shaggy fur reflected the winter light, both majestic and strangely warm. The people of Willow Creek were familiar with Nanak, because this bear had lived in the vicinity for many years. Nanak has long been considered a special friend of the village, always appearing silently whenever there is an incident. Once, Nanak helped farmers discover a dangerous frozen river, preventing them from falling into the icy water. Another time, Nanak guided a group of travelers who got lost in a snowstorm, helping them find Willow Creek. That is why the villagers affectionately nicknamed Nanak Snow Guardian. This morning, Nanak blocked the bus, making everyone on the bus stunned. Nanak approached and tilted his head to sniff around, as if to signal something. Lucas guessed that Nanak was trying to stop them from moving forward. He gently lowered the window and called Nanak's name in a gentle voice to reassure the children. Nanak slowly placed a large foot on the front bumper, but did not show any threatening attitude. The children in the car looked out curiously and somewhat scared, but also very excited because they had never seen Nanak so close. The atmosphere in the car became quiet, as if everyone was waiting to see what Nanak wanted to convey. Lucas tried to observe the road ahead, suspecting that there was something dangerous. He suddenly realized that a few meters away from the road there was an unusual depression. Coming closer, Lucas saw clearly that it was a large manhole with its cover missing, revealing a deep, black hole. If he did not stop the car in time, the heavy bus could collapse, causing a terrible accident. There was no doubt that Nanak had foreseen the danger and had proactively stopped the car to warn him. Lucas silently thanked Nanak, realizing that this bear had just saved the lives of all the children. He reached out and patted Nanak on the shoulder through the window, expressing his gratitude. A few daring students gently reached out to touch Nanak's pure white fur, their hearts filled with amazement. The laughter gradually replaced the feeling of fear, making the atmosphere more cheerful. It was hard to believe that a polar bear could become a benefactor to the people in this village. From afar, some Willow Creek residents were running to see what was happening on the road. They recognized Nanak standing with the bus, and immediately understood that the bear was giving a distress signal. Some people hurriedly went to find wood and metal sheets to temporarily cover the manhole, to prevent accidents. The children on the bus gradually got used to it, and then excitedly asked Lucas to let them off to see Nanak. A boy quickly took out his phone, determined to take a few one-of-a-kind photos with Nanak. Another little girl enthusiastically stroked Nanak's back, her mouth chattering as if talking to the bear. Lucas told the children to keep a reasonable distance, because although friendly, Nanak was still a large animal. Nanak just tilted his head slightly, his jet-black eyes expressing gentleness, dispelling everyone's worries. The scene was special, a yellow bus in the white snow, surrounded by children's smiles and a giant bear. The north wind blew through, causing Nanak's fur to flutter, painting a beautiful picture of harmony between man and nature. Several men in the village waved, signaling Lucas to stop the car completely to fix the problem on the road. Nanak turned his head to look at the hole, then turned back to look at the crowd, as if urging them to quickly patch the dangerous spot. The group of young men took a large piece of wood and a piece of metal, carefully placing it on the manhole to create a temporary cover. At that moment, Lucas let the children go down to breathe fresh air, gathering around Nanak. The children chattered and praised the brave and intelligent bear. Nanak seemed to feel the joy, squinting his eyes and blowing his nose. The sound was very friendly. Nanak's pure white fur became the focus for the children to stroke and admire. Lucas occasionally reminded, "Be careful, don't push Nanak too much," but he himself smiled happily. Nanak still looked calm standing in the middle of the children, like a kind big friend. Nanak's presence in the cold winter made everyone's hearts warmer than ever. A moment later, the hole was temporarily covered, enough for the bus to pass through without worrying about collapsing. Cheers of joy rang out, as everyone realized that the accident had just been prevented by a hair's breadth. Lucas got back in the car and started the engine, but did not forget to send Nanak a grateful look. Nanak walked to the bus door, slightly sticking his head in, causing the children to cheer with excitement again. As if to repay the favor, the children waved and greeted Nanak in unison, "Thank you very much, Nanak." Lucas suddenly thought of the idea of taking a souvenir photo, marking this unforgettable event. He stopped the car and invited all the students and a few locals to stand next to Nanak. Nanak obediently stood in the middle, slightly puffing out his chest, posing for a strange but warm family photo. Smiles bloomed on everyone's faces, despite the cold wind blowing against their skin. The photo captured the rare moment of a polar bear befriending an entire village in Canada. When the work was done, Lucas reminded the children to get back on the bus to continue their journey to school. Nanak took a few steps back, his eyes shining with concern, watching the bus. The bus slowly rolled, moving towards the distant road, in the cold gray-white wind of the Canadian winter. Inside, the children were bustling to tell the story of Nanak, endlessly praising the brave bear. Some expressed their dream of becoming a wildlife conservationist in the future to take care of rare species like Nanak. Some were eager to write a post for the school newsletter to show off to their friends about the Snow Guardian. Through the window, they saw Nanak still sitting on the road, quietly watching. Each innocent face of the children shone with the belief that in the vastness of nature, there is still a magical friendship. Perhaps it was kindness and connection that brought Nanak so close to humans. The snow-white Rocky Mountains and Nanak's figure in the middle of the road created a wild and humane scene. When the bus disappeared, Nanak leisurely returned to the snowy fields, where he often lived. The villagers stayed behind to chat excitedly, full of gratitude for Nanak's timely rescue of the bus. They were determined to repair the road so that no one else would have to face the same mishap. The story of Nanak blocking the road to save the students quickly spread throughout Willow Creek. Everyone expressed their admiration for the intelligence and bravery of the Snow Guardian. Someone even suggested building a large bear statue at the entrance of the village, as a symbol of Nanak's kindness. The winter here was still harsh, the snow was falling more and more heavily, but the feelings between Nanak and the villagers were warmer. Every time they saw the large footprints in the snow, everyone felt reassured, because Nanak was always somewhere around. This polar bear had become an indispensable part of the life of Willow Creek. And the story of Nanak stopping the bus, saving the children from the open manhole, will forever be remembered as a testament to the wonderful friendship between humans and animals in the frozen land of Canada. Dear friend, thank you for taking the time to follow the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support us.